stuff? Good to hear. All right. So kicking off the program today, we got an awesome session on 8K. You saw the TV shootout, all the 4K sets that were in there yesterday, and today though, that's a measly 4K technology. We're going to dive into 8K today, and to do so, we've got Jeremy Kaplan, the editor-in-chief of Digital Trends. And Jeremy, I'm going to turn it over to you and your distinguished panel of guests here. So have at it.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for joining us here on a gloomy and horrible day in New York City, but it's nice inside here, so welcome. We're going to talk about 8K, and to do so we have a brain trust of some of the smartest people in the CE industry, and certainly anything you could ask or want to know about television in general, and 8K specifically, we got the people here that know everything there is to know about it. So looking forward to a healthy discussion. Before we get started, why don't you all just take a second to introduce yourselves so that the audience knows who's up here. So again, I'm Jeremy Kaplan from Digital Trends, editor-in-chief of Digital Trends.
I'm Jim Sandusky with Sharp Electronics, responsible for the Consumer Products Group.
Good morning, I'm Tim Alessi with LG Electronics, responsible for product marketing.
Good morning, Toshiyuki Ogura from Sony Home Entertainment and Sound Products Inc. And then I'm Chief Distinguished Engineer of Sony. Thank you very much.
We're covered. Good morning, everyone. Andrew Savori, I'm the Vice President of Product Marketing for TV for Samsung Electronics.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm Robert Zone from Value Electronics, and I created the TV Shootout 15 years ago.
So manufacturers of some of the largest television manufacturers here. We have representatives of them, the distribution channel as well, a collective great brain trust, and we're here to talk about 8K televisions. So 8K, huge, new, exciting buzzword, and of course, a higher resolution. So one of the things that we're just going to dig into here is what's the meaning of 8K? How are we going to sell 8K? What do the televisions themselves look like? Are they just higher resolution, or is there more to it than that? And one of the key questions I'd like to start off with is the big one I think that's going to be in consumer minds is there a visual difference? So you can see for yourself, we have of course an 8K Sony TV up here, which has some fantastic quality, but I think it's easy for you to look at it and see for yourself. But what are consumers going to see? Is there a visual difference that consumer? And I'm going to throw it to you because you're next to me, but I promise not to do it for the entire time that we're up here. Will consumers see a difference looking at these sets?
The short answer is yes, and I think my fellow panelists will probably agree with that. In that, 8K is about resolution, right? It is 4 times the resolution of 4K. However, from Sharp's point of view, it's more than just a resolution story. There's also things about a wider color gamut for greater picture realism than you get with 4K. It also has to do with frame rates. You can have higher frame rates with 8K, 120 hertz, for example, native panel refresh rate. It's about backlighting, to where you can have many more dimming zones, again, to get that ultra realistic picture. And then it's also about the suite of HDR technologies, again, for that greater picture realism. So, and then not to forget about audio. Part of the 8K spec is about 22.2 channel surround sound audio. So it's also about audio enhancement in addition to picture resolution.